Auspicious greetings, everyone, and a good morning, afternoon, and evening to all. My name is Cindy, and I'm from San Diego, California. It is about 6 p.m. here in California. I hope you all had a good week. Welcome to our weekly Communities of Practice number 73, Sunday check-in sessions for half an hour of Dharma reflection and community connections. If you are a new member of our community, please accept our wholehearted warm welcome to you. We also welcome any questions you have regarding the practice and topics. We would love to help. It is customary for people in Australia to begin any meetings by acknowledging the traditional owners of our land. I would like to start today by acknowledging the Dharawal people as the traditional owners of the land on which Nantian Institute resides. I also acknowledge the traditional custodians of the various lands on which you are. And I pay my respects to the elders in the past, present, and emerging. The check-in sessions have been developed by our communities of practice, teams, and the entire community. The purpose of these sessions is to develop a reflective practice in response to changes. Guided by humanistic Buddhism, we would like to cultivate our practice and build memorable friendships. Thank you, Joey, for sharing with us the 4 R's each week in March. Today, Dr. Priscilla Wong will share with us a new topic, our body.
Thank you, Cindy. Auspicious greetings to all. And thank you again, Joey, for really getting to the core of our daily habits and routines last month. Most of the routines we explored involve our bodies. And so for this month, we will be having a closer look at this complex creation we inhabit through our lives. But before that, let's settle and check in with the body. Position ourselves comfortably, and let's gently close our eyes. Give a couple of seconds to scan through your body from top to bottom. Sense if areas are tense. And if so, breathe in and out to relax that portion. Now let's start from the top of the head. We move down slowly. Relax your forehead, your face, your lips. And now your neck muscles, the shoulders, arms, hands, fingers. Let the tensions go. Linger your attention on the organs of your chest and abdomen. The heart beating in your chest. The lungs breathing in and out. And that long length of gut stretching from your esophagus, your stomach, and your intestines. Still busy, always working. Send gratitude and allow them to relax as they go about their work. Now to the back. We'll work our way down the spine. Relax your buttocks, thighs, calves, feet, and toes. Feel all tensions melting away. Now let's sit quietly for 1 minute and relax this whole body. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Checking in, we are ready for the session together. We are with our bodies every moment in our lives, day and night, in good times and bad. And there are so many ways we humans perceive and relate to our body. Let's consider some of these that happen in our society. Some see the body as a source of beauty for our admiration. We all may use the body sometimes as a way to satisfy our desire and enjoyment and thrill seeking. In the medical world, the body is often broken down into each part and addressed that way. I think many of us here, I'm sure, might think of the body as a vehicle which allows us to achieve, learn, and create. As you can see, there are many ways of perceiving the body, and even in the spiritual world, there are multiple perspectives, with the body often seen as sinful and a source of revulsion. Upon the Buddha's renunciation of a life of luxury, he practiced asceticism for many years, starving and depriving the body. But after 6 long years, he became aware that he was not progressing and realized, I assume that hurting my body is good, while granting it pleasure is bad. It has become a habit. In my pursuit of enlightenment, I have become attached to fasting and ascetic practices. Close to death and to the ridicule of his fellow practitioners, he accepted a small amount of rice milk from a shepherdess, regaining his strength before beginning his final meditation before enlightenment. Now, Venerable Master Xing Yun tells us to consider the body as like a house. At the time of death, we are simply moving house. He tells us there is no need to be frightened. I thought it interesting to reflect both on the Buddha's teachings on neither being too attached or averse to our bodies, and to consider Venerable Master's metaphor of our body as a house. We are cautioned not to become too attached, because our houses and bodies will too become old, decay, and need renewal. They will not be with us forever. And secondly, to not become too attached, because they are places we live in, but are not the reason that we live. But we are also advised not to reject, neglect, or avoid our bodies, because like our houses, our bodies need care, love, and time. They are a place of rest and respite, allowing us to recharge and return to the world. And how we feel and relate to our bodies can also give back to us inspiration and knowledge. In the breakout sessions ahead, I thought maybe you'd like to consider this analogy of the body or share some of your own. So please take some time to share some ways that you've noticed yourself or others perceive the body, and consider how this impacts our actions and thoughts. And also, what has this body taught or given you? Now back to Cindy to organize these discussions for us.
Thank you, Priscilla. We will now be grouped into 3 to 4 members for the sharing and discussion session. In the discussion, we do recommend you spending a little bit of time to get to know each other and then discuss our questions. There will be some Zoom notifications to guide you. Feel free to let the flow of your discussion lead you through. Our sessions today are guided by metta, which is unconditional love and kindness for all sentient beings. Let's use these breakout sessions to express and receive loving kindness to and from one another. Let's take some time to pause, to share, and to listen mindfully. We'll also ask you to share some of your findings with the larger group at the end of the breakout discussion. Let's go to our breakout rooms for a good discussion for today. See you all in 15 minutes.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope you all had some enjoyable discussions on the body and what it's taught us, how you might perceive it, or how you've noticed others have been perceiving it. So feel free to write in the chat box because our wonderful poster team transforms these insights into the midweek posters for us. So Lai Chin talks about listening to the body. So making sure we listen to what's needed and observing the interconnection between the body and the mind. So great point, Lai Chin. We need to embrace pain, which I think is going to be a difficult one for all, but ongoing practice. Liam similarly talks about having a relationship with our body as a living being. And Cecilia reminding us that our body is sacred and it talks to us all the time. So very common themes about listening to our body here, which is great. We also talked about in our group about exploring control, feeling that often we feel a need to control and being responsible for the body, but being able to let that go. And again, that's very similar. So Joey talks about form, feelings, perception, volition, and consciousness, which are the 5 skandhas in their emptiness. And they're things that can help us to contemplate our body, mind, and various other elements and interrelationships. So again, back to interconnectedness of our body. So very Buddhist reflections there, as usual, Joey. And lastly, Lai Ping talking about the body as our temple, which we need to look after. And from our group, Bruce, and how our body perception changes through time. And we explored that. As young people, we probably have different perceptions and relationships with our body to older people. So I'm going to hand back to Xiaomeng and Cindy now, but keep writing in the chat. These are amazing comments and just wonderful to hear. So back to Xiaomeng and Cindy.
Thank you, Priscilla. We hope the check-in sessions was helpful to you, and we hope you experienced the unconditional love and compassion from this community. But for anyone who might be experiencing a greater need than what today could meet, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us at email@thebbep.org. You can also reach out to the professional organizations on the screen in countries where you reside. A kind reminder for anyone who might be interested in studying at NTI, the deadline to apply for the Xingyun Education Foundation scholarships of the second round this year will be the 15th of April. So go for it and reveal your unlimited potentials with NTI and to enhance the well-being for the world. As we check out today, let's recite the dedication of merit together to send love and compassion to whoever is in need.
Let us now dedicate the goodness of what you have done to all living beings. May kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity pervade all worlds. May we cherish and build affinities to benefit all beings. May Chan, Pure Land, and precepts inspire equality and patience. May our gratitude and humility give rise to great vows.
Thank you, Priscilla, for sharing with us the beauty of our body today. I hope everyone enjoys the last half hour of Dharma reflection and community connections with old and new friends. Now we will have our usual post-check-in discussion, so please stay around if you have time. Otherwise, see you all again at 11 a.m. Australia time. Dr. Priscilla Wong will be sharing with us on a new topic of illness next week. Have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you.